Hello everybody, and welcome back to the range. Tom here, and it is that time of month again. It is the May 4 Horsemen build, and we are doing this Volkswagen Beetle theme surfing. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get started on this. Can't wait for y'all to check it out. So why don't we head on down to the range and let's get started. Now, glad it's that time of month again. I was ready to get this build going because I had some good ideas of what I wanted to do, how I was going to do it. So I already pre-drilled the holes, pre-tapped them, got the screws already self-tapped in there. And it's a pretty easy build, just swap paint job, wheel swap, and a little bit of detailing here and there. But other than that, it was a pretty quick build, pretty fun build. I was really happy with the turnout of this. And, it was a fun time to do this. I was glad that I had time. I got it done. I'm going to get it posted up and ready to go. And I hope y'all enjoy what I'm about ready to do. Because, like I said, it was a pretty simple build. I didn't really do any, heavy duty anything really on this car. I didn't do hardly any custom parts. I already had parts just laying around that I used. And, I got these wheels that I took off of a Chevy pickup that I had. And I knew that I had a feeling that they would go great with this car, and they did. They looked great with the final paint job. The little white walls with the little domes, and got some thicker tires in the back with some thinner tires in the front. I was really happy that I had wheels that I didn't have to do any modifications to by any means necessary other than make my own axles. It rolls, and it just looks good. Even without the up-to-date paint job, it still looks good to me. And, this is one of my, I tried to make it a little bit longer than what it actually was. So I videoed me doing the taping and, each paint scheme that I was going with. But all in all, I did the regular basis. I put the base here and some oven cleaner. I'm checking out the interior. Don't really do anything different with that. I got rid of the wheels, put them in my little stock wheel box that I have, and I'm setting these off to the side because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put them where they need to go. The oven cleaner for the base and the gun oil for the body. And like I said, I did not really do any cutting. I didn't do any filing or anything like that. It was a really good casting right out of the, right off the top of my head. It was just perfect. And I already knew what color paint I was going to go with, because it was a newer one that I hadn't seen before till recently. So after I got it done, all stripped up and cleaned up with my steel wool, the bases come out looking all white. So we're going to darken that up, paint the base black, do some chrome detailing for the bumpers and stuff. And, all I'm really doing right now is I'm just doing some test fitting here and there, just trying to get it to where I know it'll sit down perfectly, it'll sit like it's supposed to, and just be where it needs to be. So everything's fine and dandy, it works good, it looked good, it came together better than I was expecting. I had this little roof rack from this station wagon I got, and I just decided to put that in a little baggie along with some surfboards that I got from one of the other cars. I can't remember the name, the Diora 2 or something like that. I took the surfboards from that casting because it was the only thing I had that had surfboards, and I didn't really feel like making any, so I just took those and used them for this idea. And with it being surfing, what better way to have some surfboards on it? There's no glamorous shots in this one, but you want to see some glamorous shots of this car, you have to check out the recap video that the 4 Horsemen do after the builds. I still got to send this build pictures of the build out. But I'm going to try to get that knocked out probably right after I post this video. You know, I'm testing how it sets right now is what I'm doing. You know, with the wheels in it, with the interior sitting in it, pretty much just trying to get everything to where it needs to be. And I'm cutting the axles to length, you know, making sure I have them the right length, how they're going to look, you know, and it sets level. I love how it turned out. These, I couldn't have picked any better wheels. You know, I had other white wall ones, but these ones just fit the style and the theme to me a lot better than any of the other wheels I have. And, you know, I'm trying to get certain castings done. You know, I got still working on a commission build that I'm doing for a guy. Let me keep the wheels that were on the cars that he sent me because he wanted them painted. That's all he wanted to do. He didn't want me to do anything else with them. He just wanted me to paint the body, and that was it. So I had to put one back in the stripper because I guess the paint kind of didn't turn out all that great. But to me, it's got to be perfect or not at all. But I went ahead and just put that back in the stripper. Got the second one done already. It's painted, put back in its package. It's ready to get shipped out to him as soon as I can. And, you know, all in all, I can't wait till next month's build. That one's going to be interesting because I got some ideas of what I'm going to do for next month's 4 Horsemen build. Try to get this one posted as soon as possible. But it'll be loaded, it just will not premiere. And then I can just go back and edit the number if I have to. You know, how many episodes I got and stuff like that. Because I'm going to try to knock out one more video before it's due. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of see what all I can do, what all it needs to be done, and just go from there. You know, like I said, everything's been pretty much already done after it got paint stripper out. Most I really did was paint job, you know, after I glued the top on, this little rack on, I glued it on. And, you know, just test fitted just to see how everything was going to go and everything was going to sit. And, you know, it was a pleasant build. I love doing the 4 Horsemen builds. You know, can't wait to see what everybody comes up with. You know, Paul does a great job with his videos. You know, I don't know if we're going to be getting a video from Outlaw Speed Shop this month or not. Maple Leaf Customs, Andrew over there. And then we got Diecast Show Customs. Can't remember his name. But, you know, I'm ready to see what all they come up with. You know, I hope everybody likes, you know, my design, my setup, and how everything went with this. It's just, I was ready to get it going, ready to start working on it before I forgot about it, and trying to get all that done and with the time limit I have. And I got like about a week before this video's due, so I got time. And yeah, by the time this video's posted up, yeah, I'll be, you know, it'll be kind of like already done and posted. And, you know, the 1st of June's coming up. You know, I got the time machine build that you guys seen in my last video. That's not due until the end of June, but I went ahead and knocked it out, got it out and about, and gonna be posting it up, or I've already posted it up, I mean, you know, because I never back down from a challenge. I will do any challenge somebody throws me out to it, and I'll do whatever I can and however I can to do it, because I'm always trying to come up with some new ideas, you know. And, you know, I'm hoping I get some more entries in within the next month. So, you know, because if I don't have enough entries by the time the event comes, I'm probably just going to postpone the event till I have more castings, till I get more you know, builds and stuff like that, because as of the time of this video, I only have one entry that's gotten to me so far. I got another one that's going to be on the way. I don't know yet when it's going to be on the way. Hopefully it'll get here soon. Hopefully, I'll get a bunch of them soon, because I got a shelf stacked up and I got a list showing whose is what, so I don't kind of put them in the wrong order. So I'm writing them down, getting them set up, and I still gotta finish up the freestyle event diorama. I'm probably not gonna go too crazy with it, but the arena's probably gonna just be where it's at. I didn't really get to do all that I wanted to do with it, but I did have the track built and the starting areas done, so those are ready to go. I just gotta just do it as it is, and I can always improve it later. I can always update it and just make it look better later on down the road and use it for next year's event if it happens. Because if this one's successful enough, we will have a second annual Monster Jam Challenge build. But if it's not that successful, there probably won't be another Monster Jam Challenge. So I'm hoping it becomes successful, because I'm really wanting to do it. I know I'm going to be doing Jay's diecast creations, Pink Slip Invitational next year, And that's a good thing about it being next year. I got a long time to go before, I have to start working on the car I'm going to be building. And I'm probably not going to be doing a video on it, because I'm going to want it to be a surprise. But here's me starting to work on the paint. I started off with a daylight blue from Createx. I got my vinyl tape from Tamiya that I've had for a while, and I've just been trying to find a purpose to use it. So I'm trying to do a pretty neat looking pattern and stuff like that. Something I haven't done before. I haven't done really a lot of curves on a lot of paint jobs and stuff like that. So I started off with the oblique. No, not oblique. I can't remember what kind it was, but with the daylight blue, I used it as a base. Really nice color blue. I really like it, especially once it was clear coated. It looked really, really good. And I wanted to get certain areas taped off, because I was going to end up painting them another color later on. And I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to try something a little bit different. So that's kind of why, I just kind of all over the place. I didn't really care how it would look. I didn't care if it was even on each side, because, it didn't have to be even. It didn't have to look symmetrical. And all in all, it turned out phenomenal. I was really happy with the way it turned out. I was really happy with the way the build came out together. And it was just a lot of masking. Now, that's what most of this consisted of, was masking, paint, masking, paint, And, after I did the masking, went over it with a pearl white. Yeah, I went over with a wicked pearl white. And, after I had it masked off, you'll see it here in a few minutes of what it looked like with the pearl white. Because I'm trying to make sure that all the nicks and crannies are, solid. And, when I paint over, there's no, underspray from, me using my airbrush or anything like that. So, just trying to get the routine going, getting the parts to where I wanted it, the pieces of tape to go where I needed them to, because I wanted it to look good. I wanted it to be a solid stick. Nothing got peeled off when I peeled the tape off, so I was really happy with that. And all in all, I think the way I went with this turned out really cool. It really turned out really nice. And, I wanted to go simple colors. I didn't want to, I thought about trying to fade. I thought about trying, some kind of two-tone roof, something in that general area. And here it is. once it's all taped off finally, just trying to get everything together. It looks like a little, I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but to me, I think I did a pretty good job. I wasn't really going to go crazy, like I said, all together for it. And while I ended up, waiting for it to dry, I kind of threw some little extra footage of me doing some hand painting of the fenders and, got those knocked out. I just went ahead and used those black. I thought about going a darker blue, but I knew black would help it stand out a little bit better. And unfortunately, I'm out of the black hand paint, and I didn't really feel like masking anymore. So I took one of those black paint markers and just kind of drained it out on this plastic piece of paper here, and just took my brush and just kind of went over the spots where the black would go, and inside the fenders and outside, and where exactly I wanted the black to go. And honestly, I think it turned out great. It turned out smooth. It looks shiny. It looks great. And I'm not a big Volkswagen Bug person, but I really like how this Bug turned out. And I really hope you guys like it too. Because, it's one of those things that, getting it done helps. Getting it knocked out of the way, getting it ready to go, and just going from there. These builds are to test your muscle, I should say, test your skills, see what you can come up with. And, I always try to come up with something a little bit different, So I went ahead and did the interior as well with the same technique, with the black, with the paint marker and stuff like that. And, I didn't go too crazy with it. I wanted it just to kind of look like it was two colors on the inside. Painted most of the dash portion of it black and the seats black. So it was black on blue interior. And it was really like what I was originally going to do to it. It just didn't work out too well. And that's a good thing about having water-based paints. Instead of throwing in the stripper, I can just throw it in some water and scrub her down. So why don't we go ahead and check out what we started off with. This nice little 2021 Bug, nice little casting, pretty decent size. It's kind of small in my book, but it works out. And I had a lot of fun doing this build. I cannot stress it enough. Join in, please. These builds are to help you get better. And without further ado, let's check out the final results. Next time at the range.